It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Toronto. It's the Seahawks and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Sunday night.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Palmer to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Play action. Now Palmer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And that ought to shake the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be. And that cost him 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Palmer to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. To throw again, it's Palmer. Man open left side, it's Williams.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now Palmer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now it's Palmer.
Right side caught by Jackson. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. Palmer will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And his kick here is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. They set up the screen to Portis. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Vick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Toss play to Jackson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Palmer. Firing quick quickly here, and that's complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Palmer. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Palmer to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Palmer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Jackson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Palmer. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Vic to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Vic now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Vic looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That throw by Vic, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing, Vic. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Vic. And he comes back with one complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. It'll be Vic once more. And he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Thunderbirds get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for our home team, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
They hand it off to Portis, and he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Now here's Vic. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Vic. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. On the give, here's Portis. Oh, good move. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Vic readies to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Vic operating on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, Vic. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll run it here with Portis. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Vic. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Vic's pass intercepted by the Seahawks.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On third down, Palmer. Got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Palmer's pass complete. Fumble on the play.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Again, it's Palmer. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On the jet sweep, this is Bryant. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. And Vic's throw there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Vic to the air again.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer.
He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
On the draw, it's Jackson.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Now Palmer to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing now. Palmer on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, it's Palmer. Caught left side, Williams.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now it's Palmer. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it, trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Now a carry for Portis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Vick. They set up the screen to Portis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38, Vick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Vick to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Morgan. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Vick. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Vick now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Results in the 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 10, and time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Vick to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here's Vic. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, you know, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.